Hi, Zoe here. Welcome back to my channel, and this is number 3, I think, in my Stretch That Collection series. Hopefully you'll have seen them already, but just in case you haven't, and for new subscribers, I started out with the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Oh My Heart collection. From that collection I bought a 6x6 pad, the ephemera, the sticker book and the puffy stickers, and that was all I bought. And the whole concept is to just see how far I can stretch that bit of the collection so that you can spread your scrappy budget a little further, shall we say. As I've said before, we should buy scrappy things. We don't want the manufacturers to think that we don't want them. But if you're on a budget, whoa, chill out. My camera's gone all crazy. Yes, we should buy them. But if you're on a budget and you want to spread it across a few collections, this is really helpful. Anywho, waffle aside, I have taken 4 papers from the 6x6 pad and I cut them in half, and then I also off camera cut another centimetre off 2 of the sides just to make them just that little bit smaller. And then I have sewn them into place with my sewing machine. If you are new to my channel, I don't sew on camera because my sewing machine hates me and inevitably does something that makes me want to hit it. In this case, it chewed one of the papers just a little bit. Oh gosh, that thing. I won't get rid of it though. I'm more stubborn than my machine is. Anyway, so as you can see, I've used the 6x6 papers to cover the whole of the 12x12 white cardstock this time, showing that you can use a 6x6 pad to make a whole 12x12 looking background. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense anyway. So I'm just using a scrap of this beautiful green shade to create a faux matting for my photograph. I didn't have enough of it to cover the whole backside, so I'm just happy to snip into it and hide it behind, because once it's stuck down you're not going to be able to tell. And I know I want to add another layer of something, so I think I'm going to use this beautiful bird print, but I'm going to chop out the middle of it so that I don't waste it, because the whole idea is to use as much of this as I can and show how many layouts I can actually get just using a 6x6 pad. I'm filming this one today, but I think I'm up to layout number 6, 7? Maybe number 7 so far. So yeah, I'm doing the voiceovers when I've already filmed a few ahead, so it's nice to look back and see how much paper I had to start with. I don't have this much paper now. It's getting more tricky for sure. So I'm just using with some of my scraps just to add a little mats behind and add some interest behind my photo and make it look like I have more layers than I actually do. And then I'm going to back the whole thing onto 2 layers of vellum. I love vellum for backing my layers. It adds a lovely texture and it adds interest without actually distracting from your background, which I think is really nice. You can't necessarily see it when you're looking at a distance, but when you look up close you've got all this delicious texture and it's crinkly, and yeah, I love vellum. I really do. It's one of my staples. I wouldn't be without vellum in my stash at all. So I'm just trying to decide where I want to place my photo, and I'm looking at the angle of my daughter's... why does my camera keep going out of focus? I'm so sorry. It doesn't usually do that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking at the angle of my daughter's gaze rather than my son. My son was looking at the camera, my daughter was looking just off, so I've decided to follow the angle of her gaze so that she's looking off the page and across the page, if that makes sense. So I'm just going through the ephemera now, trying to decide what I want to add to the page. I'm just going to play around with it as ever. You know me, I like to faff around with the ephemera for a little while, and if you can hear that snoring, I swear it is not Alex. It isn't. It is my dog. If you're new to my channel, Firstly, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to have you here. But yes, you'll have to get used to the snoring. I have a bulldog. She's called Pixie, and she snores like a frickin' train. And this is quite mild for her, actually. She's usually really loud. Yeah, daft doggo. She's grumpy with me right now because I've just bathed her. She's off to the vets tomorrow for to have her eyes looked at. So she's grumpy. Anyway, I'm going through the sticker book, and then I'm going through the puffy stickers, and I think I'm going to use the puffy sticker that says The Good Life. I don't know that it necessarily goes with my photo. I don't know what else I would use it for either. But I'm okay with that. You know, they're loving on each other. Life feels pretty good when they're loving on each other rather than fighting. Anybody with more than one child, you know, they fight. They love hard and they fight hard. Yeah. So yeah, when they're loving on each other, it definitely feels like a good life. So in that respect, it works. I love that gorgeous foxy dude. Speed journaling. So I've journaled onto that tag, and I think it essentially just says what I was just saying to you, that how nice it is when they're loving on each other, and something along those lines anyway. So I'm just committing to my ephemera now. That fox is so cute. I do love fox. Ephemera. I like foxes. Foxes work best for me because we live in the countryside. We do have foxes, so I can at least use them a little bit, sort of. I don't know what a fox has to do with this layout, but I'm using it. I don't care. It's cute. Not everything has to make sense. So I'm going ahead and layering under his feet a little sticker there because he felt like he was floating a little bit, and although his head was grounded by my journaling, it just felt like his feet were just floating a wee bit. So I'm going to turn that into a little cluster using some of the washi strip and a sticker, and then I'm going to pop the yellow from the washi strip up into my photo cluster, photo layers, just so that I've got that yellow in another point, because the yellow is also mirrored in the title. And I'm adding some puffy heart stickers from my stash. I think they're Studio Calico. And just some phrase stickers from the Tim Holtz Small Talk Occasions book. And that's it. How simple was that? Nothing to it at all. Keeping it really simple, and I really like this layout. I think the background adds a real impact and adds an almost quilted feel. I think I really like how it turned out. I'm just checking on it, making sure I'm happy with it, and I am. Yay. I do. I really like how this one came out, and it shows that 4 sheets of 6x6 can turn into something really quite impactful. Is impactful a word? I don't know. Anyway, if you've got any comments, do leave them down below. I do reply to them all. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!